Okay, this is the mum flower that originally was in that pot, but I put the mimosa in the pot. As you can see, it's blooming fairly well. There's some of it needs to be like, some of them needs to bloom, but for the most part,
Yeah.
it's blooming pretty well.
So it's pretty full looking, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna ask you some questions about your other project you have going on. So now, this is Noah Williams. My name is Jermel Williams. I'm Noah Williams' father, so I'm helping him with his project. So now I'm asking him a couple of questions about environmental science. Now, Noah, how important is environmental science?
Well, I'd say environmental science is pretty important, given the fact that we tend, given the fact that we interact with the environment every day, and it's just important to understand how stuff works and how we affect the environment, so we can either improve it or we can stop doing these bad habits that negatively affect the environment.
Okay. Okay. Now, how do people take the environment for granted?
Well, there's a lot of pollution stuff going on. People just wasting energy, people just wasting all these recyclable materials, which tends to, and some of these materials are not environmental friendly, meaning that they can end up hurting animals, they can end up killing animals, they can end up just putting a lot of mess everywhere, which is not very good.
Okay.
For example, like the oil spills in oceans is not very good for fish because it'll kill the fish. It
So
like
so so
intoxicates their environment, and since we consume those fish, it'll backfire on us as well.
okay. So if you take the environmental or environment for granted, you can also affect the ecosystem, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. Now, the third question and final question. What may each person do to better the environment?
Well, since I said that people waste energy and waste material, what I would say is just make sure that if people just made sure that everything went where it belongs, and just try to like,
Recycle?
yeah, recycle and just conserve things. Don't just waste things just because you have it. Just be wise with what you have and whatnot. I
Okay.
feel like that just applies to pretty much anything, though.
And so, what about forest fires? That's part of the environment as well. The wildfires in California, the wildfires that's going on in Colorado now. What can they do to prevent that?
Well, I see forest fires as a thing being caused by, there's a lot of dry material and stuff going on. So as long as people take extra precautions not to like spill like flammable stuff, just keep stuff like gasoline or just keep like matches, anything that's gonna help catch that thing on fire, I would just stay away from that area, or just like be very careful about how you interact with those
Yeah.
different types of trees and any other dry material in the woods.
Okay. Okay. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Okay. Any other thing you like to add, Noah, before we stop?
No.
All right. This concludes the second interview here, and we're stopping.